So let's talk about Megatowers. Of all of the gameplay aspects and mechanics and things that you can do with this version of SimCity, I probably get the most questions, the most comments, and the most um, individuals looking for advice on how to work with a mega tower. So I wanted to take some time. Let's talk about what mega towers are. Let's take a look at some tips, some strategies to try to get the most out of mega towers in hopes of you having some success when you have a mega tower in your city. So a mega tower is a ploppable building that comes with the Cities of Tomorrow expansion. And it allows you the opportunity to create a structure that's obviously the tallest structure that you can have in the game. And it is a place for your residents to live, to work, to play, and to be taken care of from various services. There are two types of mega towers. So this mega tower, these two mega towers that we're looking at, I call these just the standard mega tower. When you place a mega tower, you have the option of placing a mega tower base with an apartment level. You have the opportunity to place a mega tower with a mall level, and then you have the opportunity to place a mega tower with an office level. That is the standard mega tower. Then you have the elite mega tower. The elite mega tower, the difference is with the standard mega tower, you can put in low and medium wealth levels. With the elite mega tower, you can now put in medium to high wealth levels. So you have a base with an apartment level, you have a base with a mall level, and you have a base with an office level. So what you're looking at is you're looking at the option of either mega towers that cater to low to medium wealth residents, or a mega tower that caters to medium to high wealth residents. So now it doesn't make a difference whether you're using the standard mega tower or the elite mega tower. Both mega towers, you can stack 8 levels as well as a crown. So for example, on this particular mega tower, my first level is an apartment. So your levels are on this particular mega tower, I can put a low wealth apartment, a medium wealth apartment, a low wealth mall, a medium wealth mall, a low tech office, or a medium tech office. Along with basic levels, you do have services, so a nuclear reactor, an education level, a waste reduction level, a sky bridge station, a park, or a safety level. With the elite mega tower, your levels are the same, just what's different is the wealth level. So you have the option of a medium wealth apartment, a high wealth apartment, a medium wealth mall, a high wealth mall, medium tech office, or high tech office, and once again, services. But on this one, instead of a nuclear, it would be a fusion reactor level, education level again, waste reduction level, park level, skybridge station, and a safety level. Both mega towers After you have placed the 8 levels, then you can put a crown on top, and that crown can be an air scrubber crown. And what that does is that cleans air pollution that's around the mega tower. You have a solar power crown. You have an elite tourism crown, which brings in tourists. They will go to the top level crown, and you will get some tourist revenue. Hologram advertising crown, and the Biodome Park crown. Whether you are using an elite or a standard mega tower, your crowns are generally the same. So a solar power crown, air scrubber crown, basic tourism crown, billboards advertising crown, and a park crown. So they may have slightly different names, but for the most part, your crowns are the same and they have the same function and role and benefits. So, a couple of things. First of all, I don't know if it is the way they were designed. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's a little bit of both. Mega towers can be tricky. So that's one of the reasons why I believe I get so many questions and comments about mega towers is yes, they can be tricky to work with. You may have levels that are working just fine, and then you look and your levels are not working well. So let's kind of go through some things about mega towers. This is in my experience. So these are some things that I have noticed, that I have found, that I implement. But I would love to hear feedback from anybody else who has been playing with mega towers and can offer some additional information. First of all, probably the biggest thing to keep in mind is I know that these are billed as standalone cities. You really cannot look at them as standalone cities. So I know the temptation is there to want to build a mega tower in which the residents live, work, and play. But it just doesn't work that way. Your residents will leave a mega tower in order to take care of those things. So if they're looking for work, if they're wanting to have fun, if they're wanting to shop, if they're wanting entertainment, you may have a level that answers that need, but they will still leave your city. So keep in mind, I think it's helpful to think of mega towers not as standalone cities. You really want to take a look at your uh, data. And this particular city is a brand new city. I only have it for tutorial purposes for the mega towers. But this information here that you would normally use for your city is also good information to look at when it comes to the mega towers. Population, workers, shoppers. How is the city doing from a worker standpoint? How is the city doing from a shopper's standpoint? How is the city doing in all of those regards? And that is going to help you when you are working with the mega towers. The other thing to keep in mind is changes to a mega tower take time to show up in your city and to show up when you're looking at the status of your mega tower. There is no magic formula to get the towers to work just right. It really depends on what your city needs. I always like to get the foundation of a city set first and then start placing my towers. That way I have a bit of an advantage going in. But what I want to do is the mega towers here, I have started a city here just for tutorial purposes. This road, we're going to look at some things that's going to help you with a mega tower that you're going to want to place in close proximity to the mega tower. This road, what I want to do is I want to put down some things that are going to help you overall, but they do not have to be close to the mega tower. They just need to be in your city, or they need to be in a city in which you are buying or sending those services to the city. So the first thing to keep in mind is a mega tower comes with more than one entrance, but what you really want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you are connecting roads to all three sides. This way you're giving your residents more than just one way in and out of the mega tower, because traffic is going to be a potential issue. I know this is just for tutorial purposes, but I really want that to look better. to look better. So that's one, is make sure that you've got all three roads, front and the two roads on the side, connected to your mega tower. So let's start with some things in your city that's going to help. Of course, you're going to want to have, all cities need power, water, and sewage. The one thing that you are going to want to keep in mind, I tend to have success if I have recycling placed in my city, in addition to the garbage that you normally have in a city. Seems like the residents enjoy and they like having recycling services, and you're going to want to make sure that your recycling center is maxed out with recycling pickup trucks. You may find that you need more than one recycling center. In addition, if you watch me play, you will notice that I tend to use the small fire station, the clinic, and the police station. When it comes to a city with mega towers, I like to use the large fire station, the large hospital, as well as the police precinct. The reason why I like to do that is I want to be able to take advantage of fire drones for the police. I want to be able to take advantage of meta drones with the hospital, and I want to be able to take advantage of law drones when it comes to servicing the mega towers. The drones seem to be able to get into the mega towers quite efficiently. You may need to have the detective wing. Detectives will go into your mega tower looking for criminals. If you have drones, you may not need it. But if you are noticing a crime issue within your mega tower, you may want to research the detective wing at a university and then plop down the detective wing to help out. That is one of the reasons why education is so important. Keep in mind, educated Sims commit less crimes, they get sick less often, and they do not start as many fires. Now, within close proximity of a mega tower, for every mega tower that you have, I like to put down a community college. In close proximity to a mega tower, I like to put down lots of commercial areas for them to shop at. In close proximity to a mega tower, I like to put down a park. It's important to keep in mind the wealth level of your residents. So if you have low wealth residents, then you're going to want a low wealth park. If you have medium wealth residents, then you're going to need a medium wealth park. And if you have high wealth residents, then you're going to want to put down a high wealth park. So keep in mind the wealth level of your residents. Another thing that I like to use that seems to help with keeping my residents happy, and that is gambling of some type, whether it is a standard basic gambling house all the way up to a casino. Once again, you want to make sure that the casino matches the wealth level of your tower. But what you're looking at is just a nice representation of some of the things that I like to put down, whether in close proximity to a mega tower or distant or within the city as well. Once again, if you're using drones, then of course you're going to need to put down an Omega Co processor for drones. If you're using an elite mega tower and you want the city to stay nice and clean looking, you may not want to do a lot of Omega production in that city, but you may want to do a little bit of Omega production because, once again, if you are providing Omega to your residents, that is just another thing that keeps your residents happy. When you are dealing with a structure that has this many residents, keep in mind the importance of mass transit. So close to the exit of your mega tower, you are going to want to put down bus stops, as well as also a good idea to make sure that the residents also have maglev stations close by. Don't forget that if you are doing maglev, you are going to need to provide control net. And control net is that signal that comes out that is used to power an item that is a futurized item. So when you are setting up your levels, one thing that I would advise against is mixing wealth levels. So my mega towers, if I am doing residential low wealth, all of the residential levels in a particular mega tower will be low wealth, and that would include any services. So if the tower has low wealth residents, then the services for that tower will be low wealth, and I will not mix and match. And that really makes sense when you think about a city as a whole and how you can have areas for high wealth, medium wealth, and low wealth. So if the city works best that way, then of course your mega tower is going to work best that way. When it comes to the standard mega tower, as far as stacking a mega tower, if you are doing low wealth, then what I tend to do with low wealth is an all apartment level. So levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apartment and low wealth. Because it's nothing but apartments, the crown that makes the most sense for a low wealth apartment only tower is a park crown. If you are doing a standard mega tower and you are thinking about medium wealth, another stacking option that you can consider would be levels 1 through 3 for apartment, level 4 as a park, level 5 as an office, level 6 and 7 for apartments, level 8 office, and then in that case, you can do a park, but you can also do an advertising crown, and that advertising crown will help the profits of your office, and it will also help the profits of a mall if you have a mall. You can also put a tourism crown as well. So when it comes to the elite mega tower, I tend to do medium wealth with an elite mega tower. This particular city I experimented, but typically for an elite medium wealth, once again, I do not mix wealth levels. Typically, I would do levels 1 and 2 as a mall, levels 3 and 4 apartment, level 5 and 6 office, levels 7 and 8 apartment, and in that case, to get a good boost for the office and the mall, I would put down an advertising crown. In this particular city, somewhat similar concept. I just mixed it up a little bit and I went mall, apartment, apartment, office, apartment, apartment, office, apartment, and I did an advertising crown. I also did a park crown for that particular tower. I rarely do a high wealth tower. High wealth, of course, they are going to have a higher level of need. They will get frustrated quicker than the medium and low wealth. But if I were doing a elite high wealth mega tower, then I would do levels 1 and 2 for office, and that's a high tech office, level 3 mall, levels 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 apartment, and then I would definitely want to boost the profits of the mall and the office with an advertising crown or a park crown. If I was trying to keep my high wealth residents happy with lots of gambling in the area, then a tourism crown is not a bad idea as well. I know there are levels, there are service levels for power, for education, for waste, and for safety. I I personally do not use those levels. I want that in my city. I want to have a power source outside of the mega tower. I want to have education outside of the mega tower. I really want to focus on within a mega tower the levels on this side. So either an apartment, a mall, or an office. But those are just some of my thoughts on mega towers. It's just important to really keep in mind they are not standalone cities. I know they are billed as standalone cities, but they are not. It's so important to surround a mega tower with all of the things that your citizens would normally want if they weren't living in mega towers. So, in many ways, you can look at a mega tower as basically a very tall skyscraper, And if you want to keep the residents happy, you want to make sure that you can have all of the things around the mega tower in which to do so. But please, please keep in mind, just because I'm having success with a certain layout for mega towers does not mean that you don't experiment. Definitely experiment, have fun with it. If you have a different layout that is working for you, I'd love to hear about it. Um, but these are some of the things that work for me when it comes to the Mega Tower. And even still, I always keep an eye on the levels because no two cities are the same. And what worked in one city, I may have some issues in a different city. Do not be surprised if there is a Mega Tower tutorial part 2, or maybe even a Mega Tower tutorial part 3. But I think I got everything. But I'm going to continue to think about it, see if there's anything else that I want to offer. And if so, I will add on and provide another tutorial. But that's Mega Towers. Please have fun, enjoy the game, and we will see you next time. Take care.